Better to be a big goaltender than a small goaltender.
Yeah, so that's what we've got in store here. And of course, a lot of this has to do with the game management here by both of these respective teams. Paul Hunt here of the Rangers and Sean Woodworth of the Hurricanes. Knowing full well that they do know that it is a grind and this is a marathon, so they know that they'll have to use both goaltenders in this tourney. And I was figuring that Dodge was going to get a start here today with 2 games going on today, so that's just what needs to be done as we press the 1 minute mark here as Dodge is tested early from well out. 13:53 to go here in the opening period. The Rangers in the blues and the Western Hurricanes in the whites. Hurricanes had a good start to this tournament. They got a 4-0 win, and Robar with the shutout, and then a tie against the Dartmouth Whalers earlier this morning. So this is their second game of the day as well for the ACAA Rangers.
Yep.
The second as well. There's a high shot there that goes over the net as Connor McGinnis of Chester Basin, Nova Scotia, looked at it as it went by. And a hand pass called there. 13 minutes and 11 seconds gone here in the opening. 13 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in the opening period. Just a minute and 49 off the has been played so far. So this one, as I say, there's lots up for grabs here. Sent in around the corner, there is Black, and the defenseman there, now he falls down. Here's the Western Hurricanes having a chance here to maybe take advantage of that fall there by Black. As a shot there from the point that's blocked there by Merriam. Joe Merriam, or Joey Merriam, whatever you want to call him. Fantastic game earlier today, and back when these teams met, their previous encounter, February 18th, he had 2 goals and 1 assist. So having himself a fantastic first year is the Milford, Nova Scotia native. There's a shot from well out, and dodges that one, no pun intended, as he steers that aside, coming up to the 2.5 minute mark here in this first period. Trying to hit Kelsey, there he has, he'll receive the pass. Kelsey goes in. Fires it well out to the other side, and the Hurricanes right back there. Start things in transition. Hits the linesman leg, but they'll follow up. Centering there to nobody in particular. Keys comes in, fires it along the near side, and it comes up to the far side. Shot well outside, and that's stopped by Dodge. Well outside the blue ice to stop that one. Got a like so far. Dodge here getting his first little bit of action here at the championships in a pressure cooker of a game, and he's looking pretty stellar. He's faced the only 2 shots so far. And there, down low, but shooting that wide was Beck. Boy, not the man you want to look up and see that wide open right there in the slot. Beck, the leading scorer here for the Hurricanes. 6th in the regular season in the total Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. 3.5 gone. Pressure here by the Hurricanes. It's in the blue ice. And a little bit of a premature whistle, but the net's off its moorings. Dodge was trying to cover up, but a couple of bodies ran into him, and he was trying to do it Dominic Hasek style. Drop the stick, pick it up with the blocker, sort of. But he got the whistle, even though that we could see it for our broadcast location, and you can probably see it on the screen as well. Scrambled draw, Beck comes up with it. Oh, Matthews hits him, and Beck goes down. That gets a reaction there from the Rangers bench. Here comes Hunter. We also had a fantastic game this morning, as we have a whistle stopping play.
Yeah, Hunter has 4 goals and 2 assists in this tournament so far.
Yeah, he's done very well.
Had the hat trick last game.
And that's really not much of a surprise. He was 3rd in the regular season, scoring with 47 points. That sort of handcuffs McGinnis there. Here's Sack out of Indian Brook, Nova Scotia, the former East Hants Pee Wee Penguin. Matthews, the veteran here, was a member of this team last year when they're known as the Sens, when they played in the semis at North Sydney, home of the Jonell Gem Cougars. That's sent down the ice for icing. 3 minutes and 16 seconds gone here in the opening period. Good feeling out process here for both teams. We talked about Joey Merriam having a hot game back in February. He'll be taking the draw here against Cook. Rangers win it. One-timer there by Taylor. That hits a body. Allows the Hurricanes to clear and send it down. Hurricanes here follow the bouncing puck, and it will be the Rangers, but Riley Kidney, oh man, that was close, and losing a glove on the play there was Black. Riley Kidney getting a little bit too fancy coming up the middle and rolled dangerously towards the Rangers net. Coming up to the 5-minute mark here of the opening period. Shots 3-1, and that's in favor of the Western Hurricanes. They'll try to get it back to Taylor, but that's a little bit out of his reach as we reach the 5-minute mark. Black will send it in. No icing as it hit a stick, so play will continue on. There's a pass there, and the point was vacated. And it's dumped in there by Lawrence, but not enough time, so the Rangers have to touch up. And the Western Hurricanes allowed to come out with it. They'll flip it high and in. That hits the inboards, and a little bit of a bouncing puck there, and kicked away there by Lawrence before it allowed to come out to the slot dangerously for the Hurricanes. Ray to poke it in, chases in after it. One of the players there for the Hurricanes, he falls hard into the boards. It looks like Spittle. This play stopped. 5 minutes and 40 seconds gone here in the first period. Bring the face-off outside the line. Foston had a fantastic regular season, and he had 2 goals in the playoff round versus the Dartmouth Whalers under Beaverbank, Nova Scotia, to take the draw. That'll give a little bit of a push there to Nolan McDonald after the face-off. The battle for the puck just outside the Hurricanes bench. Ray puts it right on goal, and that's stopped there by McGinnis from center ice area. As they come up to the 6-minute mark, Hurricanes try to clear. Holding the line was the big man, Ray. Ray coming in at 6'3", 170-pounder out of Middle Sackville. 8:49 left to go. Keys now reverse direction, come the near side, set things up. They'll get it to the center ice and no further. Fanning on that dump in was Lawrence. Lawrence takes a little bit of a bump as Tilly will get it in the rest of the way for the Rangers. Lawrence and Byard will come on the defensive change here for the Rangers. So the point's a little bit vacated right now for the Hurricanes. If they can just get it to the blue line, they may be able to clear. But Matthews and Byard, sacked right now out there. Here is Matthews, as we talked about. He'll pinch in, and this will allow Foston to go off. Daniels coming in quickly. You'll see him come into the screen right now looking for the pass. Sack. Here's Hunter with a shot, and a big stop there by McGinnis, his toughest so far. To come up to the 7-minute mark. Shots even at 3 apiece.
That was a wicked stop for, who is it down there?
Connor McGinnis.
Yeah, McGinnis down there. Uses his small body to get across that big net.
Regular season, these teams met 3 times. The Rangers started with a win back in October, 5-1 victory, and then the Hurricanes have won the last 2 to win the season series, 2 out of 3. I guess the Hurricanes have been a team that have been coming on, and they're all credit for their top 3 finish in the regular season. Matthews, that hits a skate. It's in the blue ice, a couple of whacks, and right on the doorstep, Merriam looking for it. And Beck right there to pick that one off, and he was just right inside the blue ice. Came up with it for the Hurricanes, but can't clear. Charles had a goal and assist in that game back in February 18th. Not that long ago, dumps it in for the Hurricanes. 7:08 left. There's a shot there by Mario Boudreau out of Church Point, Nova Scotia. Back in the center ice area, 6:58 left. Charles with a nice move, dangles towards the middle, shot, scores, gets through Dodge. Might have been a screen.
That's what he said.
1-0.
First goal of the game. I mean, it kind of looked like this was kind of a defensive first period. I just seen a lot of neutral zone play instead of end-to-end kind of thing. So Hurricanes take a chance and they just fire the puck in, and I think it either hit somebody or Dodge was screened and managed to squeak through his 5-hole.
1-0 to score. As I mentioned, Charles had 2 points in that previous game. And it will be Charles that gets it, so no deflection out front. 8:07 the time. Ben Charles having himself a fantastic year. You know, this Western Hurricanes, they do have some firepower. 2 players were the top 10 in league scoring, and one of them was Charles. 20 goals, 17 assists, and those 20 goals, he led them in that category. Comes up with a big one. Amiro trying to go top shelf. Didn't miss by much on that one. Amiro was also 3rd in Hurricane scoring, so, I mean, you talk about firepower. Amiro, Charles, as well as Beck. That's pretty dangerous there for the Rangers. They don't really want to get into a run and gun when you might have to maybe change your game plan a bit if you're down by 1.
Oh!
That's the case right now. And an interference call coming up against the Rangers.
Yeah, and this Hurricanes team wasn't very good in the power play in the regular season, and I'm just going by how many goals they scored. They might have not had many chances. But in this tournament, they've been really good.
Here is first power play of the afternoon. And it will go to the Western Hurricanes, and we'll see what they've got planned here. You know, you're going to see probably a lot of Lowell and Keys. Here it'll be the point man as well as Beck. Charles there right on the doorstep, and you might also see Glover try to park himself in front of Dodge too. That pass gets by Nickerson and out, so they'll have to regroup in the center ice area. Slapped in by the Hurricanes. Oh, Kelsey there, the benefactor of that. That went by the Hurricane player. He'll dump it in. Here's Hunter now following up. Nickerson takes his man down. No call. Play continues on. Lead pass here for the Hurricanes. 2-on-2. They try to hit Beck, who is driving towards the net. He'll get it off the boards. Matthews with a nice defensive play, and Hunter following up and sending it down. Nice teamwork there by 26 and 19 in the blue jerseys. Hunter known for his scoring, and Matthews, the veteran from last year. Fawcett now drops it off. Daniel scores!
Wow.
Turnover down low. It's just like that. It's 1-1.
Yep, shorthanded, and I'm not surprised. The Rangers and the way they've been playing in their lineup, shorthanded goals for them, those are pretty big.
10-18 the time of that one. Short-handed goal, evening things at 1 apiece. What a shot there by Daniels. Just as a couple seconds ago, I talked about the firepower of Charles, Amiro, and Beck. Same thing for the other side. You want to talk about Riley, Kidney, Merriam, as well as Hunter. Top scorers here in this one. Going head-to-head, the Hurricanes and the Rangers. 3 top scorers for the Rangers, as I mentioned. How about Riley, Kidney, Merriam, and Hunter. Beck, Amiro, and Charles. So no surprise that we're even at 1 apiece here with 4 left to go in the period. Spittle fires it up. There's a shot by Dodge, and he goes out and grabs it before any of the Hurricanes could get a second chance opportunity down low. Big stop there by Dodge, the little goaltender. 5-2 for the Rangers.
Good on him to get out there into the top of his crease and face that 55-foot shot at the very top of his crease so that any rebound, he could capture up instead of the other team capturing it.
Well, this is it. With the size that he has to look big. There's a couple of whacks. And another big stop there by Dodge.
No, he's looking good.
That's the thing is that for Dodge, he didn't see any playoff action. They played 2 games against the Dartmouth Whalers and won both those games. And starting was Griffin Kelly. He's getting a little bit of a breather here in this one. And this is what your backup goaltender is. They're in a difficult position. They pretty well know that they have to come in and, not get a lot of playing time and then come into pressure cookers like this. There's a blocker save once again by Dodge. He'll steer that aside.
Yeah. People say it's hard to be a starter, but I think it's also just as hard to be a backup just because you don't get that much playing time in game situations so that you're not fully prepared for these kind of games.
And you got to be able to, answer the bell, and Dodge so far has done that. Shot high over the net. Keys just barely keeps it in, dumps it in behind the boards into Gretzky's office back there. There's Charles, the goal scorer. And he stopped that one and steered the rebound right down the middle. Dangerous position there, but they didn't get a lot of wood on the second chance opportunity on the rebound control there. That hits a body out front. Merriam has a chance to clear. He'll put it up to his teammate Sidney and line mate. They've been together pretty well during their Pee-wee days, and they've come together to play here in their first year with the Major Bantams. That rolls in on McGinnis. He'll cover things up with 2:31 left to go in the first. And the thing is, we were just talking about Dodge. The same can be said for McGinnis. He played all of 11 minutes and 37 seconds in their playoff series against the Joan L. Gem Cougars. That went the full 3, so, he's seen a little bit of action, but he also had a 5-win, 6-loss record and 3.22 goals against average in the regular season. So he's also answering the bell. There's a big juicy rebound, and he dives just at the nick of time, but the Rangers unable to get any stick on that. 2 to go. Hardy spins and shoots, blocked. Hurricanes set it to center ice area. Rangers will regroup here with 1:54 to go. They just dump it in. There's a pass there, not really particularly intended for anybody, so the Hurricanes will follow up. Coming in here, set things up is Dominic Lowell out of Sims Settlement, Nova Scotia, 183-pounder. Now he's going to have to get back quickly. The player falling down on the play takes a big hit, but things continue on here at the Appledome with 1:27 left to go. Byard will flip it high. That's knocked down. Nice hands there by Hardy. Pass a little bit too far out of the reach of Hunter. A chance for Will Chisholm to clear. Gets a second chance and does. Get it out center ice area. Lawrence with a lead pass to Hardy. Hardy looking for some help. He'll just dump it into the corner. He was at the end of a shift, so he'll go for a change. Foston bumps his man along with Tilley. Ray will come in to take over there as he's just off the bench there from the change. Under a minute to go here in the first. Glover, haven't really seen a lot of him here in the first period, but he was a big beast in some of the games. Out of Lunenburg, 5'10", 176 pounds, and you got to put some of those big, tall players in front of these small goaltenders. Dumped in, knocked down there by Byard, spins around, recovers, sends it to an open wing, just a little bit out of the reach there of Brown there for the Hurricanes. Charles now, that's still onside. Byard will get out to center ice area. Linesman and Brown collide. Things okay. There's a pass that goes all the way down the ice, icing the call with 10 seconds left. While we have this stop in the action, I want to remind everybody to join Scott Squires for the East Coast Sports Show on 5TV1. Get up to date on what's happening across the TV1 sports landscape. The East Coast Sports Show available on demand at Bell Line 5 customers in Atlantic Canada, channel 1 and 401, as well as online at bellline.ca/TV1. 5TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliant. Winding down here in the first period as the horn goes to end an entertaining and pretty well even first period. 7-7 the shots on goal, 1-1 after the opening 15 minutes.
Do you find that first period was kind of a defensive first period?
I think so. The thing is that there's a lot of respect here shown between the teams. They know very well they don't want to get into a run and gun style. Yes, the Rangers have 3 top scorers, and yes, the Western Hurricanes have 3 top scorers. But the thing is, they don't really want to get into that type of style because that really doesn't fit their, chances of coming away with a victory. So they think that if they have the better opportunity here is to shut down some of the goal scorers like the Charles, Amiro, and Beck there. The Rangers shut those 3 down. They'll have a good chance of winning the hockey game. That's the same strategy there for the Hurricanes. If we can stop Merriam, Riley, Kidney, and Hunter, we have a good chance of winning this hockey game. So I'm expecting this one to be a low-scoring one.
Yep. Those can be exciting too, though.
Very much. Plays underway here in the second period. Riley Kidney with a shot, and that's stopped there by McGinnis. A big stop early there for the goaltender out of Chester Basin, Nova Scotia. Kidney knocks it down with his hand. Unable to get it to a stick, though. It goes to the near side boards here, close to our broadcast location. Hurricanes win that puck battle. 25 seconds gone in the period. A big collision there in the center ice area as Keys hits Matthews. Sack first back for the Rangers. He takes a bump there from Charles. He's got the lone goal there for the Hurricanes. Puck in behind the icing line. Rangers trying to get possession of it. Here's Brody Frazier. 34 points in the regular season, 12th in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League. There's Merriam. Oh, he was unable to get the shot. He dragged the goaltender, and a stick goes wild there. That's Merriam's. There's a wrist shot. Merriam is going to go off for a change. And a chance here for Benjamin to send it down the ice here. 1:07 gone. Reminder to watch Inside the AUS for a weekly look at the players, coaches, and administrators that make Atlantic University sport the ultimate student-athlete experience. Inside the AUS is available to Bell Line 5 customers, Atlantic Canada, Channel 141, as well as TV1 Online. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliance.
What a defensive play by Spittle to keep that puck from getting into McGinnis there.
13:43 left to go here in the period. Just in the early stages. That gets behind everybody. Here's a foot race. Amiro trying to get to it. And he will just wave the icing. He'll get a sharp angle shot, And Dodge stops that. 1:28 gone. Nice hustle there by Amiro out of East Pubnico.
Yeah. No, he's got speed. I mean, all these Hurricanes have speed, so Rangers got to watch out for that.
Not only to notify the icing, but also get a good shot, but it was from a sharp angle, as I mentioned. Playback underway here from the Apple Dome in Berwick, Nova Scotia. Cole Wilston and Dan Hobson along for the call on the Bell 5 TV1 crew, led by Neil Gordon, proudly bringing you the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League Provincial Championships. A 1-1 hockey game. Of course, the second to last game of the day. Of course, this is the marathon day. 7 games, and this is game number 6, and we've got a big one coming up after this one as we're getting to the dying stages of the round robin. Just 3 games tomorrow and 1 left, and it is the host team, the regular season champions, Kings Mutual Valley Wildcats. There's a shot there, and Glover, as we mentioned, didn't see a lot of playing time there in that first period, but had a chance there to try to make it 2-1. Sent back down the ice. That's finished my point there. Wildcats and the Barons. That's a big one coming up after this one, the final one of the day. 2 minutes and 34 seconds gone here in the second period. Puck drop. Rangers have a clean face-off win. There is Byard. Byard, one of the veterans here. Good mix of veterans and new players here for the Rangers. Here is Ray, wrist shot. That's wide and high. Glover will tap it by Lawrence, a foot race. Glover gives a little bit of a push. Fans wanted a call. Referee says, nah, play on. Here we go. Ray now makes a nice move and will wrist it off the glass and in. And first back forward is Boudreau. Spins away from the forecheck. Lawrence will not settle it down. Fires a shot that hits bodies out front. That was in the skates of Justin Brown. One-timer by Ray, but that was a bouncing, rolling puck. And he didn't quite get all of it. Ray once again up there, having a good shift. Back to Lawrence. Goes cross ice over to Byard. That hits a body. Brown got in the shooting lane of that. Byard with a second chance. Brown with another block. He got another one in him. Not this time. Byard gets that through. McInnes with the stop. Brown trying to clear. Still kept in there. Hurricanes needing a stoppage or something here to try to get a change. They are gasped. Great pressure here by the Rangers. Chance here for McDonald to clear Glover, and he fans on that one and will stay in there. More pressure, bringing her great close to our broadcast location. Ray also out there. This time Brown will get a chance to dump it. And Glover will go for a foot race, puts the brakes on, looking for some help. All by himself, he'll put it towards the net. A bit of a waster there from up top of the circle. At Dodge stops, but great pressure there by the Rangers, and Glover really didn't have much left in the tank as he just had to fire that shot because his line mates were making the change and he was all by himself.
Yeah, he had no other option. He had to just fire it on net, and you never know what happens when you do that. So,
and there was a brief rebound there. This one was dropped unfairly. So Charles will vacate the face-off circle. Mason McLean out of Bridgewater will take it and win it for the Hurricanes. Keys, that's blocked. Actually hit his own man out front. Charles gets to the blue line and no further, so the Hurricanes having a bounce-back shift. McLean now trying to get it for the blue ice. McLean has it once again. It's almost like stuck to him like a magnet. There's Spittle there along the ice on a toe save there by Dodge. Another shot there. It's high over the net. Dodge good going post to post. Three back the other way. Merriam goes down. And Frazier and Keys bump along the near side boards. Hurricanes will come up with it. 5-minute mark here in the second period. Sack to settle things down up to Merriam. There's Kidney once again. A little bit of the Pee Wee Penguin connection coming together, but they'll go off on the change. Opens things up here for Keys, who's bumped there by Hardy. It's a delayed offside, so the Hurricanes have to come outside the line. Allow the Rangers to break out, but they just get to center ice and no further. There's Lowell dumping in his pass intended for Spittle. Spittle puts the brakes on. 9:22 left to go. And the Rangers send three wide. Stop there. Here's Lowell with a chance. He'll join it. But he was a little bit eager. Charles was inside the line. Offside will bring it outside. 9:13 left to go. Second period.
They're sticking to the defensive game.
Yeah, the thing is they're going end to end and they're getting their chances, but you know, as you say, defensive matchup is that the teams have pressure, but they're just unable to get really anything good in terms of good offensive chances. Here's Amira with a possible offensive chance here. So they come up to the 6-minute mark here of the second period. Shots 12-10 in favor of the Rangers over the Western Hurricanes. Hurricanes will go back for it here. 8:50 left to go in the second period. Chisholm having a good shift as well out of Lunenburg. 5'3", 180-pounder, tied with the Rangers' Riley Kidney for points in the playoffs. In that playoff round, he had 5 points, and Kidney had 5 points as well. As coming up with that one was once again McInnes with a stop. 12-10 in the shots, 8:38 left to go here in the second period, and the Rangers doing very well in the face-off circle. Another clean win for them. Here is Hunter. He'll go back, set things up. Taylor with a wrist shot. It hits a body up front. It actually hit Connor Daniels, his own teammate. Taylor will set it to an open wing. There is Hunter. Allowed the cycle. drops it back to Taylor. Taylor now gets a seeing-eyed shot. I'm not sure how that got through, but stopping it there was Connor McGinnis.
I don't know how he's seen it.
That's impressive there. A 55-footer along the ice. Taylor holds it, but it actually hits the Hurricanes player. Chisholm makes a nice move, gets towards center ice. He'll dump in, and looked like he was going to go for a change. A couple of his line mates have. Chisholm's going to be out there for a long time. You can see that he sort of maybe gasped. Maybe he'll get a chance to go. Lead pass there on the reach of Glover. And now Chisholm will have a chance to go for that change on the icing. But they were trying to get that long lead pass to Glover, but they were unable to click on that one with 7:41 left to go here in the second period. Visit bellline.ca/TV1 for the TV1 live webcast schedule and on-demand content. You also get information on TV1 live events available only to Bell Line 5 customers in Atlantic Canada on Channel 1 and 401. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliant. As we approach the halfway point here in this second period, alongside Cole Wilston, my name is Dan Hobbs of the Bell 5 TV1 crew under the production and producer of Neil Gordon here in Berwick, Nova Scotia at the Kings Mutual Century Center. 1-1 tie between the Rangers and the Hurricanes. Scoring so far has been Daniels for the Rangers, Charles for the Hurricanes if you're just joining us. 7 left to go here in the second period. Rangers breaking out 4 wide, but man, they're all in the same area. Asking for a train wreck. Tilly now follows the bouncing puck in towards the corner. We'll go back to Byard. Byard out of Enfield, Nova Scotia, 6'1", 195 pounds. Chance here for Lane to clear. He can't there for the Hurricanes. They'll send it in behind the boards. The Rangers do. McDonald now. Lead pass up to Brown. Brown takes a bump there from Tilly. Byard keeps it in. Brown, Byard there. Meet each other. Here's Glover now with a chance. Glover now, breakaway, shoots. Stopped by Dodge.
Wow. Small body, but he managed to get from the top of his crease to the back to his post faster than what he could get the puck in the back of the net.
That was, they've been trying to get that pass up to Glover. The first time they didn't succeed, the second time they did. But Dodge shut the door. Got some taps on the head from his teammates, and there's another shot there. That's stopped by Dodge. 1 and done as the Rangers clear. 12th shot on goal there for the Hurricanes. But their 11th was a big stop as that goes over the backup goaltender Griffin Kelly on the Rangers bench. 5 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here in the second period. Put a star by that one, Cole. That big stop by Dodge.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we talked about the backup goaltender, how it's really tough. You don't see a lot of action, but you've got to be ready to answer the door. Answer the bell. In the meantime, answering the bell there for the Hurricanes was Connor McGinnis making that stop and covers up for the whistle. But you also got to talk about for these goaltenders, you know, they're in a position right now. One of them is going to get the win here out of these 2 backups. And, you know, they're in a situation where I probably know that they trying not to, you know, maybe lose a game, but just keep your team in and give your team a chance. And that's exactly what these goaltenders are exactly doing here with 5.5 left here in the second period. Keys, there was a dangerous hit, and yeah, it's going to be a kneeing penalty coming up. Delayed penalty coming up against the Rangers. Long change here, so McInnes has a good distance to go to get to the bench. He does. The extra attacker out there for the Hurricanes. A knee-on-knee collision. Charles with the shot. Dodge stops that one. And play is stopped. Got a call for a trip, but they could have called it for a knee as well.
Yeah. Either way, 2 minutes in the box. And the Hurricanes go on another power play.
Matthews will head off here for the Rangers. Rangers have been pretty good in the face-off circle here, but they're unable to get it as Nickerson does a great job of keeping it alive. There's a big juicy rebound. Well outside was dodged there to stop that one. And that's pretty well what you got to do is come out and cut the angles down when you're a smaller goaltender. 4:47 left to go here in this second period. 1-1 game. Hurricanes, Rangers. Bell 5, TV 1 from Berwick, Nova Scotia. 4:35 left. Brown will get across the line there for the Hurricanes. Pass right in the feet of Chisholm. But the Hurricanes will keep possession of it inside the Ranger zone. 4:24 left. There is Chisholm. There's a wrist shot. And he was trying to go top shelf with that one. Went wide of the net. 1:09 left in the Matthews penalty. One of the Rangers players go down, going to get a stick there. Lowell didn't have anything, so they'll send it around. They'll reset things up here. Nickerson here playing the point as well as Lowell. Lowell walks in a few steps looking for a pass. Now we'll go back to the blue line. Now will they set things up there? It's in the slot, but right onto the stick of Hunter. And Hunter brought it up the center ice area and then dumped it in. And now fresh penalty killers here for the Rangers. Lead pass there. Chisholm got in behind the D. Lawrence, Sack, Merriam, as well as Kelsey. Penalty killers here for the Rangers. 27 seconds left in the penalty to Matthews. Nickerson, they're down low of a chance.
Wow.
There's Benjamin, and it's in!
Wow, that was an unbelievable save by Dodge. And I think it just squeezed through because he made the stop.
It will go as a power play goal. 11 minutes and 25 seconds here in the second period. And most importantly for the Hurricanes, a 2-1 lead. Going to give it to Benjamin right now, but of course we'll wait for the official announcement on it. A couple of double digits have gotten the goals here for the Hurricanes. 77 Charles, 66 Benjamin. They're going to give it to Beck, so Beck the power play goal at 11:25, but you're going to give Benjamin an assist on it. 2-1 the score, 2:54 left in the period. Matthews, boy, he'd like to redeem himself here, and the Hurricanes sending three wide here, led by Charles. Goes in towards the corner, Sack lined him up, but he came up empty that time, was the big Indian Brook defenseman. Back down into the Ranger zone. Icing waved off, Sack looks up, 2:25 left to go. Sack goes up here to Hardy. Hardy has to come back. He's going to reverse direction, try to send it back on the far side. Frazier's going to have to quickly get over there. Lowell coming in to pinch in. They keep it alive for the Hurricanes. Hand pass called with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in the second period. And of course, a go-ahead goal scored by Beck, and kind of not surprised with that one there, as he's had a stellar season and a stellar tourney so far for him.
Yep.
Out of Bridgewater. 41 points in the regular season was Beck. That was good enough for 6 in the regular season. Overall, in the Nova Scotia Major Bantam Hockey League, 2 minutes left to go. Rangers trying to bounce back. That just stays outside barely. There's Hunter bumped off there by Amiro. Amiro now with a 2-on-2, trying to get a lead pass out to McLean, a little bit too far out of his reach. It was tipped there, so no icing. Play continues on. 100 seconds left to go here in the second period. Black trying to reverse and come the near side. Nobody there for the Rangers, centering there. Wild swing there by McLean. There's a big shot there by Spittle that goes high, bounces down. Dodge and that butterfly style looking for it as it comes out front. Rangers break 2 back. Here's Hunter. Ray driving towards the net. Drops it back. Daniels with a shot. And that's blocked there. Spittle got it down on all fours there as he blocked that one. Good shot blocking there by the the Wildville, Nova Scotia natives. They come to 1 minute to go here in the second period. A big shot block there. Icing will be called. We'll bring it back into the Western Hurricane zone. In the meantime, referee and Ray have a short conversation about something, and Ray will skate off. 56 ticks left here in this second period. Merriam won't win that draw. The Rangers have been spectacular here in the face-off circle, but not that time. Will this have enough muster? No. Icing waved off. The back official waved that one off. Play continues on. 42 seconds left to go. Riley Kidney liked to get things going there. Feathers a shot in. McInnes stuffs that. Almost lost his balance there as he was in that butterfly style. Get back to his feet. There's a big howitzer from the point that's wide of the net. 24 seconds left to go. Rangers trying to get a good shot on goal before the end of the period, and that will be brought out the center ice area. Dumped back in quickly, but Charles knocks that one down. Makes a nice couple of moves. Charles sends it over to Beck. 9 seconds left. Hurricanes may get the last shot here of the period, but Byard there trying to freeze it along the boards as well as Merriam. Hurricanes run out of time. 2-1 is where we stand after 30 minutes of play. One goal in that period. Beck at 11:25. 1-1 is where we were after 15 minutes of play, and after 32-1 is the score.
Yeah, the Hurricanes come out over on top on this period, and Beck just scoring goals unbelievably. I mean, he had 3 yesterday, and now he has another one today. And the Rangers really need this game. I mean, the Hurricanes are sitting in a better position than the Rangers are, but the Rangers would want this win to jump ahead of the Hurricanes.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a break here. We'll have third period in about 14 and a half minutes here on Bell 5 TV1's coverage of the 2016-2017 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Provincial Hockey Championships. We'll talk to you in about 14. Third period set to get underway between the Western Hurricanes and the all-credit Auto Rangers. My name's Dan Hobson alongside Cole Wilston and the Bell 5 TV1 crew. Just have a little quick question to ask you here before the start of the third period. That Rangers logo, doesn't that look a lot like Chuck Norris?
Yep, it does.
I just have a quick interesting fact about Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was bitten by a cobra, and after 5 days of excruciating pain, the cobra died.
The cobra died. Okay.
All you have to do is just Google Chuck Norris facts, and you'll come up with silly things like that. Especially the one where it says Chuck Norris never dials the wrong number. You just answer the wrong phone. 15 seconds gone here in the third period as we get back underway and get back to serious mode. But I was just looking at it there during intermission, and it's like, that looks a lot like Chuck Norris. 30 seconds gone here in the third period. Kidney now that gets his stick checked there before he can get a shot. Here's Matthews, sells it down. There's a big wrister and a slapper, from well out and stopped there by McGinnis. Both these goaltenders have been stellar here in this one. 2-1 the score. We're getting a little bit of a scoring recap. The ACA Rangers, the Western Hurricanes started things off with a goal at 8:07 of the first period. Charles made it 1-0. Daniels came back, evening things at 1, and the lone goal in the second period belonged to Beck at 11:25 on the power play. That's the Cole's Notes version of what you've missed here so far as we're into the third period. Minute gone there. There's Dodge. He's been stellar as well. As I said, both goaltenders have come to play today. They're really in a difficult situation, but they're pretty well as a game of importance here for both of these teams. Ray now settles down, having a fantastic game as well. He hits a stick and looked like it was going to go out of play, but it just stays in. Hurricanes will break out here, and they're going for a change. Chisholm all by himself. Nickerson joining the rush here, the defenseman. He's right there on the doorstep looking for the pass. Now he's in behind the net. We'll set things up here to Keys. Keys coming in, pinching in once again. There is Nickerson there behind the boards. Merriam there as well as Black there for the Rangers. They get the puck loose, but the Hurricanes will keep possession of it. Turnover just in front of the net, and the Rangers will break out. Here is Ray. He's getting towards the end of a shift here. Spins around looking for some help. Finally gets some. Just stays on side. Drops it there, but there's nobody there. Here's a foot race. 3 blue jerseys get back, but Glover had a good breakaway chance in that second period. It was denied by Dodge. They've been trying to get him loose here in this hockey game, but they've been unsuccessful. Dodge, of course, coming up with the big stop and a couple of passes a little bit too far out of the reach. This will be an icing call with 2:17 gone here in this third period. Coming up next, the Kings Mutual Valley Wildcats and the Bedford Barons. That'll be our final game of this day, this marathon day of 7 games here. The second day of the tourney. We'll have round robin finishing up with 3 games tomorrow, starting at 8 with the Valley Wildcats. That's going to be really hard to come back from playing the night before and then being back here the next morning.
Yep.
But luckily it's the home team. They can sleep in their own beds and have their own food and
get a good night's rest.
Well, exactly. And then be back here for 8. And then the Gulls versus the Western Hurricanes. Of course, the all-credit Rangers will be the opponents for the Valley Wildcats tomorrow morning at 8. Gulls versus the Hurricanes at 10. And then the Novas and the Bedford Barons wrap things up here at 12 in terms of the round-robin portion here of the championships. 3 minutes and 13 seconds gone here in the period. Here is Beck. He's got the game-winning goal as it stands right now. Swinging away from Merriam. Lead pass here. Chisholm will dump it in, and Dodge well outside the blue ice, and that's a good sign of a confident goaltender. He's not deep in his crease and makes a stop on that one. 3:27 gone here in the third period.
Yeah, I like that point, Dan. You said he's at the top of his crease and outside that blue, and that is shown of a confident goaltender. And in my years of being a goaltender, that's what I've been told. I've been told that the days that I'm out at the top of my crease is the days that I'm confident out there.
Is it just a matter of feel or something? You know, put us in like maybe a goaltending perspective here. Is it just a matter of, you know, at the time of the comfort range? Is it just a feel or type thing, or is it just, what is it that makes you want to come out as opposed to be deep? Is it just a feeling or something you have to work with?
No, I think we nailed it when we said that it's a confidence thing. If you feel confident, you're usually at the top of your crease because you're confident that you can make the stops like that one when you're coming back in the back of your crease.
Fired on a breakaway from the blue line.
But I guess if you're deep in your crease, you might just think that that's because you think that they're a faster team kind of thing and you need to be back so you can get to post and stuff like that. But usually it's a confidence thing.
Good explanation here by my broadcast colleague. 4 minutes and 6 seconds gone here in the third period. Byard there, who had that breakaway, snaps that wrister wide of the net. Gets the return pass there from Fraser, who's back. Tape to Merriam. Merriam trying to come through. Runs into a little bit of a wall, but following up is Riley Kidney. You know, he lost the biscuit there at the last second. Can Byard keep it in? No, he can't. He'll chop it back in. Rangers are now onside. There's the tip there by Charles. They'll go in after it. In along the corner. 4 minutes and 44 seconds gone here in the third period. Charles there. Walks out front of a backhander. And a stop there by Dodge. There was a rebound there in the blue ice. But he covers up quickly. And the referee will blow things down. 4 minutes and 51 seconds gone.
Usually if you're at the top of your crease, you're going to have a good game.
He has been pretty good, and this has been definitely a pressure cooker for him for sure. You come into this situation, and pretty well you're getting to the tail end of the round robin portion of this championship. And the closer that you get towards the end, scores, but we talk about how solid that was. That one was a gimme there, top of the circle from probably about 40 feet out.
I don't think they're going to give it to Beck, which Beck was the guy in front, but I think it went off the defender's skate, not Beck's skate.
You can see a little bit of dejection here by some of the fans here of the Rangers as their youngster just 2 rows down from us from our broadcast location. He put his head back in disbelief on that one. It's 3-1 now. And now you probably may see the game change here. Charles will get a second of the game. And Beck, the captain. 5:08. And you may see maybe the Rangers probably try to do anything to generate some offense and take some chances.
Yeah, I mean, that's Charles' third point and Beck's second point, so they're getting points as usual.
Amiro pumped into Taylor, and Dodge coming out to cover up. 22-21 the shots here in favor of actually the Rangers. That's quite surprisingly, but where it mostly counts as the scoreboard at the end of the day, and that's where we're at right now. Visit belllight.ca/TV1 for the TV1 live webcast schedule and on-demand content. You also get information on TV1 live events available to Bell Light 5 customers in Atlantic Canada, channel 1 and 401. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliance. And of course, this will be talked about on the Sideline Scoop on Monday morning.
What a save.
That's a nice one going post to post. There was McGinnis. Rangers trying to pressure here. 2-goal deficit. They've got their work cut out for them. Largest lead of the game here for the Hurricanes. That's blocked out front, and the Hurricanes will get it to center ice. Lawrence goes back with it, bothered there by Glover. Here is Merriam, will get it in. Merriam looking for the return pass, but Keys right there. Sends a backhander, will stay inside the line. Frazier doing some good work there, but puts it right on as it's picked off by the Hurricanes, and back they come. Spittle, wrist shot, stopped there by Dodge. He got the blocker out just in the nick of time. Charles going up there, trying to freeze it along the boards. Brown coming over to help out. But it's going to be Ray that comes up with a loose puck here for the Rangers. Right onto the stick of Riley Kidney, and he gets a shot from well out. Stopped there by McGinnis, and that's the thing. You're not going to beat him there from that far out.
Not after the games he's having.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Foston now trying to get things started. Foston had 2 goals in the playoff round versus the Whalers. Referee's got his hand up in the air, so a penalty coming up on the play.
This is what the Rangers need.
Glover will go off, and you talked about, you talked about earlier, the player goes to the box, he pretty well knows he's the guilty party, and before the ref can even get over there.
Yeah.
7:29 the time of that one.
That's when you know you made a good call.
They have it as number 5, but it's actually Jensen Glover out of Lunenburg that's going to get the penalty here. We'll get the announcement here on it in just a couple of seconds, but this is what the Rangers need, and they need to strike and strike quickly. They've got the firepower to do it. Merriam, Frazier, and Kidney here, and Byard and Foston. The power play unit here for the Rangers. A slashing penalty to Glover. Riley Kidney, well, that hit a few sticks and skates and goes in towards the corner. 1:23 left. And a big stuff there by McInnes. There it is. Loose out front in the slot. Oh, Frazier gets ran over, the upper 9 Mile River native.
What a job. What a job.
Not a pretty stop there, as McInnes was pretty well setting down on the job, but the puck was underneath him. And you said, what a job. That's all you got to do is just keep it out of the net. Doesn't matter whether it's pretty or whether it's ugly. It's just got to be effective.
McGinnis is, I would say McGinnis is stealing this game for them.
27-22 are the shots. The Rangers feeling a little bit snake bitten. Of course, we started the period off with that Chuck Norris joke. 11:28 left to go. Merriam now will in behind the net, set things up. Frazier, 50 seconds left to go in the Glover penalty. Hunter calls for it, gets a pass, walks down the middle, drops it off to Byard right in his skates with the shot. That's wide. But right there is Lawson Cook to get it out of harm's way and back down. But not just for a short time, as it's back in there once again. Merriam, you're going to see a lot of them. Merriam, Riley Kidney scores!
That's what they needed. They needed this power play goal to get back in the game.
Right there, the doorstep. And Riley Kidney's not going to miss that. He could go across to the school, maybe go and get a little bit of water, or maybe go get some, school supplies and come back and bury that. That's how much time he had, and it makes it 3-2.
Yeah, another power play goal in this tournament, and another power play goal for Kidney.
Rangers doing it special teams here. That is shorthanded goal in the first by Daniels, and this one, Kidney. Makes it 3-2. That helps a little bit, but they still need to get that tying one. 9:05 the time. 3-2. Beck has his stick checked. Here's Hardy following up, as well as Daniels. Daniels has got the other goal here for the Rangers out here. Zach Matthews, the defense pairing here for the Rangers, and that's going to be brought back on the icing call. Watch Inside the AUS on TV1 for a weekly look at the players, coaches, and administrators that make Atlantic University sport the ultimate student-athlete experience. Inside the AUS is available to Bell Alliant 5 customers in Atlantic Canada, Channel 1 and 401, as well as TV1 online. 5 TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliant. Puck goes over the glass and out of play. 5 seconds shy of the midway point here of this third period. Next goal definitely crucial and probably determining the way that this one is going to be determined. If the next goal is by the Rangers, we could be in for game on. If it's scored by the Hurricanes, it could be game over. A couple of whacks down low there by the Rangers, 28-23, and you were talking about McInnes stealing it here, doing a pretty good job. Here is Chisholm now, trying to finish off.
Oh!
That hits the shoulder of Dodge. He was looking up, and it bounced in front of him, not by him. Close call. Hunter bumped there, and then he hits his man, but that's going to be called on the offside with 9 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. This live stream of the 2016-2017 Nova Scotia Major Bantam Provincial Hockey Championships from Berwick, Nova Scotia, proudly presented by 5TV1. 5TV1 brought to you by Bell Alliant. My name is Dan Hobson alongside Cole Whiston and the Bell 5TV1 crew here in Berwick, Nova Scotia. 3-2 game, the Hurricanes leading the Rangers. And scoring for the Hurricanes, Charles with 2 and Beck. It's been a Charles-Beck-Charles show here for the Hurricanes. Meantime, Daniels and Kidney scoring for the Rangers. That's where we stand right now. 9:16 left. Back into his own zone is Charles. He'll go cross ice. Lead pass to Beck. A nice pass to get things going in transition. Up to Benjamin out of Bridgewater. Dodge stops that. Was a loose rebound, but Rangers all back that time. Riley Kidney trying to get going. There's a tote save. And kicking that out was Connor McGinnis.
Nice rebound control.
Very much. Sent back down. And this will have enough to get across the icing line, so they'll bring it back with 8:46 to go. And teams making changes. And imagine you're going to see some short shifts, and probably for the Rangers, some short shifts as well, and short bench. Sometimes we'll see, like Kelsey, who's usually a good penalty killer, probably may not see him a lot as well as Hardy and Tilly. So that third line maybe, and as soon as I say that, the Tilly line is out there right now. And they'll go back for the icing. Tilly, Daniels, and Boston, but just probably trying to switch things up here to try to generate anything in terms of scoring chances. I know I haven't seen a lot of Kelsey here in this period, and Hardy's gotten the odd shift as well. 8.5 left to go here in this third period. Here's a foot race and a chop. Glover, how many chances is he going to have to get a breakaway? He got one, and Dodge stole a show on that one, on that big stop there in the second period, but he's getting his chances, but just unable to get a good shot, with the exception of the breakaway. 8:08 left to go. There's a turnover up high in the slot. Amiro falls down, sends it towards the corner. Lawrence there for the Rangers with 8 minutes to go. But it's going to be kept in as Spittle keeps it in. They'll put that towards the net, and Dodge just covers up for the whistle. Pretty well a weak shot from the top of the face-off circle. 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the third period. Both these teams came in pretty well neck and neck in the standings. And just to recap things, a win by the Hurricanes will give them 5 points with the Whalers and Gulls, and they'll be in good position because they'll still have 1 game left. Gulls will have 1 game left, and the Whalers will just have to sit back and wait to see if that's going to be good enough to get them into the semis.
Yeah, because if the Hurricanes win, then they're in second place, and Whalers fall down to third.
Brady Hunter has a lot to say in terms of making sure that that doesn't happen yet. Brings back out center ice area. Here's Matthews now, tipped in there by Kelsey. That's flipped high, and I'm not sure if some of the spectators here in that third row were watching, but they almost had a little unexpected trip to the dentist coming their way because that one was over the glass and out of play.
Nobody likes the dentist.
Dental plan, Lisa needs braces. They have a little bit of a chuckle afterwards. First few rows of a hockey arena, they're fun, aren't they? You get to get a chance to get a puck, and I think I'd rather be at a hockey arena, and just watch the play and just, be careful of a puck coming my way than sitting courtside for a basketball game, because if you saw a 6'9" forward who's about 250 some odd pounds coming your way and you're sitting in a chair, that would be scary.
Yeah, I'd much rather the puck coming at me.
Yeah, and then have your refreshments go all over the place. Your $5 or $6 pop and your nachos gone by the wayside. Amiro trying to break free, but Taylor does a good job of making sure that he doesn't drive towards the net, and Dodge covers up with 6:41 left. Connor Daniels going out here along with Ray and Hunter. Rangers need to generate the tying goal, but they were pretty good in the face-off circle throughout this hockey game, but not so much that time. Face-off won there by the Hurricanes. They have possession of it. Here is Charles now. He'll look around. He'll send it to Beck. Beck centering there, but nobody on the doorstep. Keys will keep it in. Sends it in towards the corner. That takes a funny bounce. It comes to Dodge, and he covers up. 6:19 left. 29-26 the shots. All of a sudden, the Hurricanes looking a little bit more fresh here towards the dying stages of this period. They were kind of badly outshot, and now 2 back-to-back face-off wins. They tried to put that towards the net, knocked down there by Hunter. Here comes Ray, Daniels, and Hunter. On this line here for the Rangers, penalty coming up and a tripping call. As the referee will make his way to the scorekeeper's area, and it's going against Benjamin. One of the stories that my broadcast colleague Cole has talked about is these power plays here for the teams. They've been having a lot of success here in the championships. Rangers kind of need a power play goal to tie it up. Will they get it here with 5:57 left? They'll have to start this one back in their own end as Hunter will go back for it.
This is a big power play.
Well, you're pretty well looking possibly at your semis on the line here for both these teams. There's a wrist shot that's stopped there by Connor McGinnis. Love his style there. Had the shoulder right up against the post, not giving them really too much in terms of anything to shoot for. 22 seconds went off the penalty here to Connor Benjamin. Benjamin 14 points in the regular season. He's off 2 or less. One timer by Baird, and that goes wide and high. 5.5 left. He'll get the return one. Trying to catch that one there was McGinnis, but didn't field it cleanly. Will Bard get a second and third chance, pardon me? Yes, he will. He'll decide to pass it along to Riley Kidney. Cuts towards the middle. Tried to go through a maze of players. It goes wide of the net. 5:13 left. Ooh, that was a close call there. McGinnis didn't see it. Coming up to 1 minute left there, and they tried to go cross ice over to Hunter, a little bit out of his reach. He'll settle it down with, and a nice stick there by the Western Hurricanes player, getting that stick in the way. That's Charles. Benjamin has 49 seconds left as the bodies hit the ice here. Bard allowed to walk through. Wrist shot stopped there by McGinnis. A chance to clear for the Western Hurricanes along the near side. Byard there holds it in. Here's Hunter back to Byard. 30 seconds left in the penalty. Here to Benjamin. Shot!
There it is!
Scores!
What a power play for the Rangers. This is a tie game. Get players moving, get the guys in the box, like the box unit, open them up, move it around outside till you find your guy inside, and that's exactly what the Rangers did.
3-3. You just kind of figured that with the firepower that's on this team, that coaches here, Paul Hunt here for the Rangers and for the Hurricanes, Sean Woodworth, would be telling his troops to stay out of the box, but the last penalty was costly here for the Hurricanes. The lead has disappeared, and it's a 3-3 game. 4:15 left. Joey Merriam with the goal. 15:30 to time. Three is where we stand in the dying stages of this one. Gotta feel bad here for the Western Hurricanes. They had a tie against the Whalers earlier, and a tie doesn't really help their situation out here. A win would definitely make them look pretty, but it would give them 5 points with 1 game left. They'll be with 4 points with 1 game left. 3:20 left to go, 3-3 the score. Merriam from Kidney. But penalty coming up, and it's a hooking penalty.
Oh, this is even bigger for the Hurricanes, this power play.
Well, now it's a chance here. They get one on the power play. We get one on the power play as Daniels will sit 2 or less for the hook. Charles Beck.
The Rangers need
Spittle and Key, sorry.
The Rangers need to kill this penalty kill, because if they don't, like if the Hurricanes lose, it's kind of okay. They still have another game and they can win that and they can get to semis even then. But if the Rangers lose this game, that'll be 2 losses, and the most of points they could get would be 4, which that wouldn't put them in the semis.
They're trying to get a shorthanded opportunity, and the man who just scored the last one there had a chance there, but the pass a little bit out of reach, Joey Merriam. Milford, Nova Scotia, be proud of him. He had a pretty good first year. Charles trying to go on a solo effort there, but Dodge covers up. But that was some good work there by the Rangers down low. They were pretty well tight. And that allowed Dodge to come up with it as they impeded the progress of Charles. And a timeout being called here by the Western Hurricanes with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. And they're going to try to maybe draw things out. And this is also a good timeout here by Sean Woodworth, because he may want to get like his pretty well top scorers out here. Amiro, Charles, and Benjamin, as well as Beck and Spittle. Maybe try to get all 5 out here, try to generate something.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty dangerous lineup.
Well, also give them a little bit of a breather here, so it works out to be a benefit here. And in terms of the Rangers, they'll get a chance here to, maybe they want to set something up, because the Rangers had 4 short-handed goals in the regular season.
They have
4 short-handed goals in the regular season, and Daniels had 3 of them.
There's one.
But he's
right
in the
now.
box.
Yeah, there's one right now. And Daniels had that one too.
Yeah. Some of the Bedford Barons have made their way out here, and they're watching the dying seconds of this one. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to go.
There's only been 2 shorthanded goals this tournament. Daniels has one, and then someone from Dartmouth has the other one.
Keys sets things down. Spittle. Keys Spittle the points here on the power play. Brown down low as well as Charles and Beck. There's Charles now, slot the cycle. They'll go down low behind the icing line here to Beck. Beck comes out. What nice feet work. Must be a soccer player. Kicked it right up to a stick and gets a shot there. That was wide, almost bounced out front dangerously. 45 seconds left in the Daniels penalty. Here is Byard now. Can he get a break? Byard now one-on-one. Byard! No! It's rolled in there and it's in the blue ice and it's cleared out of harm's way. In the meantime, McGinnis trying to get his stick and get his wits about him. He did take a little bit of a snow shower. 100 seconds to go. Byard with a good short-handed chance but unable to cash it in. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. 15 seconds left in the Daniels penalty. Sent in towards the corner. Rangers get possession of it. Can they clear? No, they can't. Lowell will keep it in. Dumps it in behind the net. Penalty just about to be over to Daniels. It is. And now we're even strength with 1:12 left to go. There is Daniels. Little collision there with the linesman. Sends it in the corner. Goes in after it. And you will hear the PA announcer say 1 minute to go. Just right on cue. There's a bouncer there that kind of gave a little bit of difficulty there to Connor McGinnis. 50 seconds left. Here is Daniels now. Passes it up to Merriam. Merriam makes a nice move. Loses the puck in the process. There's Daniel. Will spin and shoot. Nice pass. Foston right on the doorstep. A couple of whacks and a big stop by McGinnis. Matthews settles things down. There's Byard there. Wrist shot. Stick save. Play continues on. 29 seconds left. Hurricanes here trying to maybe try to generate some of it, but it's the Rangers that have come up with it. And back they go the other way. Here is Merriam. Trying to go by. Makes a nice move there on Nickerson. Lost the puck in the process. Rangers keep it in. 10 seconds left. Countdown is on. 7 seconds. Flipped out to the center ice area. And this looks like it will finish in a 3-3 tie. Hurricanes and Rangers.
What a game for McInnes. That was probably the game of his career.
35 stops. And Dodge, not too shabby either. 24 stops for him.
What a game. That's 3 ties in 10 games. That's 30% of the games have went to a tie in this tournament.